All right, and we're live. We have a really good game today, man. We have the Steelers, the Battle of Pennsylvania. The Steelers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. That should be taking place in, let's see, in about 7 minutes. I wanted to go live a couple minutes before, just so I'm not pushing it too much. I know I kind of got on a little bit later than what I wanted to, but oh well, man. But yeah, should be a good one. Let me get all this stuff ready before it all starts. That's weird for the Sunday ticket. That's stupid remote, man. For the Sunday ticket, it like really pushes it to start the actual coverage of the games. I don't know why. At least for the afternoon slate. I don't know how it is for the morning slate, but for the afternoon slate, they like really, really push it for the start of the games. Okay, there we go. So only games there's nothing going on right now. So the multi-view I got is the Steelers, Eagles, Patriots, and Cardinals. And I believe there's only 4 games going on in the afternoon time. Not really too sure, but I mean, oh yeah, the Bills and the Lions. That should be a really good one, man. Let me get the phone charged up. All right. Just trying to get everything settled in still. Let's see. Very festive, man. I got my lights. I got like 3 chains on right now. Look at it. 100% real. 100% real. And these lights light up too. So I got lights on my head and lights on my neck, man. So, we're prepared. We're prepared here for every Steeler touchdown. Let's hope it's quite a few. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, right at the share screen. All right, let me get that a little bit. All right, that's perfect. It's perfect. Are there any other games going on right now? See, I have this on my PlayStation, man, and this thing's not wanting to charge. Okay, this is becoming a real problem. I guess I gotta hold it like that. That's fine. Trying to see what other games are still on from the morning slate. Looks like they're all done for the most part. But yeah, man. I mean, what the two seeds are going at it, and then the Bills and the Lions. I mean, the Lions are, I'd say, the best team in the NFL, and then the Bills, arguably the best team in the AFC. I'm not too sure who else would be ahead of them. I mean, the Steelers could be ahead of them if you want to rank them that way. The Chiefs have a better record than Buffalo, but the Bills beat the team with the best record, so I'll rank them higher than the Chiefs. So if I had to rank it right now, I'll still go Buffalo, KC, and the Steelers. For the AFC and for the NFC, top 3, you got to go Detroit. You got to go Detroit, Philly, and I'll still go Green Bay. Even though the Vikings have only 2 losses, they play tomorrow, don't they? Honestly, guys, I wasn't able to check out the morning slate. I really wasn't. I know the Ravens blew out the Giants, which is not a surprise at all. Okay. There's actually a lot of games for the afternoon. Usually there's only about 3. There's 4 today. Even though there's 2 Monday night games, which, why are there 2 Monday night games? I I really don't know. But I'm excited to get this thing going, man. You know, you have the storylines. You have Russell Wilson. Really been playing some of the best ball of his career. You know, is it to that magnitude? Probably not, but I mean, he's playing some pretty damn good football. All right, getting set. Let's go. Let's go. Tom Brady calling his first Steeler game as a commentator. Think he's going to throw any jabs at the Steelers? Hey, man, he beat the Steelers a lot in the playoffs. Or just in general. Just in general, he beat the Steelers a lot. Russell Wilson warming up. Looks like the Steelers are getting the ball first, if anything. Now, okay, I wonder what the percentage of Steelers fans are going to be there. Since it's in Philly, since it's in state. I'm expecting at least a decent turnout for the fans. I mean, Eagle fans, they're one of the best in the league as far as just being there. You know, they have a strong fan base, man. They really do. I do see some turbo towels over there. Looks like it's a little windy. Not sure the exact temperature. But I mean, we got a battle of Pennsylvania. And there's some tension with these Eagles. You know, you got the tension with Hurts and his receivers. Hurts has not been having that great of a season, which does concern me a little bit because it'd be such a Steeler thing for him to go off in this game. All right. Steelers are getting the ball first, and kickoff is underway over there in Philly. And he returns it from the end zone. He's past the 20, 25, and he's down at past the 30 at the 31. Cordell Patterson on the return. All right. And out trots Russell Wilson, man. I mean, this is the best quarterback play we've seen since Big Ben Roethlisberger. And there's already an Eagle down on the field. So if he's all right. Ooh, there was a little bit of helmet to helmet with Warren a little bit. Okay, let's see. Update this a little bit just so. All right. This scoreboard does get on my nerves a little bit. That scoreboard right there. I mean, I know it's just a Google screen, but it's, hey, man, sometimes that thing is very inconsistent. It's like this charger, man. Oh. Hold on, I gotta get off the screen real quick. This PlayStation charger. All right, that should be fine. That should be good enough. But I've been hearing everybody say that the Bills and the Lions is game of the week. You know, no love for this one, man. No love for this game. Now, granted, both games are really good. And you know what? I'll even say this. Both games deserve prime time. I would I would have no problem if the Bills and the Lions were primetime tonight, but Packers and Seahawks is still a really good game for Sunday night. My concern is the Monday nights. Monday night footballs. I mean, you have the Falcons and the Raiders. And the Raiders aren't going to have Max Crosby for the rest of the season, which I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Max Crosby is one of the best in his position, but the Raiders honestly probably would have wanted that if I had to guess because of their tanking situation. So I guess for them it works out, right? Having your best player on the field not be there during your tanking, I guess. That's a long commercial break. I was thinking about putting the lights at kind of around the town, but it was going to be a little bit tougher. But I think it looks all right like that. Lincoln Financial Field, the place that hosted WrestleMania earlier this year. All right, he's out on the tent. And now we have the first play of the game. First and 10 from the 31. Najee Harris should be in the backfield. Connor Hayward right there. It's a toss play to Harris. Harris able to get past a defender, jukes him, and gets about 2 on the play. Russell Wilson is 6-0 against the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Steelers haven't beaten the Eagles in Philadelphia since 1965, so something has to give here. All right, which streak is going to end here today? Is it going to be Russell Wilson's streak, or is it going to be the Eagles' win streak? Wilson gets a snap in shotgun, passes it to Pat Freiermuth. He gets another 2 on the play. So that's going to lead up to about a 3rd and 6. All right. And you know what? Because they're showing it. The Steelers' offensive line has gone through a lot of adversity this season. You have 2 rookies that have been out for the season. I know one of them has been out the entire season. There's been a few. Calvin Austin in motion. He's now going to the left. Wilson in shotgun. He gets a snap. Has time. He's going to throw it deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Overthrew it to Van Jefferson. Taking a shot early. I don't hate it, though. It was just overthrown. It was a little bit of contact, but it wasn't catchable. All right, so we got the punt team out. And it's off, man. It's a nice punt. I didn't take a very generous bounce, though. Eagles are going to take it right around the 30 to start their first stretch. So the Steelers get 3 and out. And out trots Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Steelers are missing some pretty key players here, though. Deshaun Elliott out on defense. Obviously, George Pickens out on offense. Larry Ogunjobi is out as well. But Casey is a pretty solid safety as well. He was a starter last season. Steelers show 4. Hurts all alone in the backfield. He gets a snap. Steelers bring 4. Hurts has a lot of time. Throws it downfield complete to his tight end who's past the 50. And that's a first down right out of the gates for Philly. Gain of over 20. I believe Casey's getting his first start of the season as well. Hurts in shotgun. Barkley to his left. You have 1-on-1 on both sides. Play clock starting to wind down a little bit. Hurts looks like he's switching up the play. Gets the snap off in time. Hurts throws it complete. A little slant route to A.J. Brown. That's a solid gain of about 7 on that play. Pickens is like week to week. I don't know exactly how long All right, 2nd and 3. Hurts has it. Feels some pressure. It's another slant route to Smith, and he gets a big gain. Down to about the 21. Wow. I mean, I saw so far they're just carving up that defense, man. Hurts back in shotgun on 1st down. It's a handoff play to Barkley. Barkley tries to get it to the outside, but he gets swallowed. I should have said that, but he gets tackled by TJ Watt. That's a loss of about a yard. All right, 2nd down. Hurts has it. Gets it complete to Smith once again, and Dante Jackson able to get him down for a very short gain of about 2 or 3, depending on the spot. But, I mean, pressure was there for the Steelers on that one. But, yeah, Pickens was listed doubtful early on this week. You know, it seemed like somewhat of a last minute from last week. And then this week, it just seems like it's kind of lingering. They're saying he might be out for a couple of weeks, though. All right, 3rd and 7. Hurts. Josh back. Watt is there. And he gets sacked. Or no, that might be a gain of a yard. That's a gain of a yard, but Steeler defensive line getting in there. I mean, pressure was there the past 2 plays, man. Even without Larry Ogunjobi, they were getting there. And that's one of the challenges that they're going to have to face. And here comes Jake Elliott with a 34-yarder. I mean, he's been a long time Eagles kicker at this point now. Snap is good. Kick is good. Right down the middle. Eagles up 3-0. I mean, they were driving. They were looking really good. And then, you know, they hit the other side of the field and they just weren't pushing down anymore. Very pass-heavy drive. They only ran the ball once, which is surprising. Now, are they going to do what Baltimore did and kind of go with the passing route? Even though running the ball's pretty much their identity, I don't like it. If I'm the Eagles, I wouldn't try that. Yeah, I mean, the passing game actually was effective. Don't get me wrong. It was working. But I mean, it just kind of stalled out. Steelers defense was able to step up. It's gonna be interesting seeing the Steelers offense go up against that Eagles defense, because the Eagles defense has been playing some pretty good ball. I mean, just the Eagles in general. The running game and their defense has really been cream of the crop. If you think about it, both have been best in the league within the past few weeks at least. You know, I'm not too familiar with the Eagles because I don't really watch them too much, but I know their bread and butter is their defense and their rushing attack. You got Drake May with the screen pass. Gets a couple on that one. The Patriots are wearing their home jerseys on the road against the Cardinals. That's a little strange. Oh, they're showing Russell Wilson's record as a Bronco. But you know what? I mean, Russell Wilson so far has been proven to be just a great fit. I mean, the Steelers needed Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson needed the Steelers. It was just the perfect match. It was the perfect match. All right, kickoff is off and away. They're going to return it again. Cordell Patterson turns it up, gets it past the 30, gets a big hit, and he's down at about the 32, 33-yard line. Not a bad return. I mean, if he would have got past that other defender, I mean, he could have had a really, really good return. But all right. I mean, last week it took a little while for the Steelers to adjust without George Pickens. So expect them to be throwing it to Freiermuth a little bit. You got Najee in the backfield. Toss play to Harris. Harris looking for blocks. He could not really get any, but he still gains about a yard on the play. Man, those Lions jerseys are probably the best in the league, man. The All Blacks with the blue helmet. But, yeah, I'd expect them to throw to their tight end. I mean, really, Russell Wilson's been utilizing all of his weapons, so expect everybody to get their fair shake. It's another handoff play to Harris. Harris still not finding any real hole up front. That's another short gain on that one. It's going to be tough against his defense. It is. It's going to be a chess match. Two really good teams at the best of their game right now. I know some people are still questioning the Steelers and the Eagles. You have 3 receivers set on the right. Wilson needs to get the snap off. He does just in time. Throws it. Tip. Incomplete. Oh, it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was looking for Warren. But an Eagles defender got a hand on it. Might have even been looking for Freiermuth. Man, that thing was tipped up high in the air. All right, that's another 3 and out. Waitman on the punt. It's another solid one. It's returned for about 2 yards. I mean, he got decked right there too. Man, he got hit hard on the sideline. But still 3-0 Philly. I mean, the Steelers offense has 2 drives. Just haven't been able to get anything going, man. But that's just how it goes for the Steelers. They're slow starters. It's just how it is. All right, let's see what's going on with the rest of these games. So the Bills are up 7-0. It should be okay. That game I expect to be high scoring. This game, Steelers Eagles might be a little bit more low scoring. All right, man. The Lions are punting it back to the Bills. Oh, it takes a crazy backwards bounce. And that wound up being a pretty good punt. Herbert driving in the red zone. Buccaneers jump, and they're going to call encroachment. They blow the play dead. How many light shows do we get today? All right. I got multiple things that light up now. So Honestly, I'm thinking at the very most 3. I think the Steelers probably get 3 touchdowns at the most today. I don't see it very high scoring. Herbert has a lot of time, then scrambles right. Still looking in the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. Touchdown Bolts, and the Chargers are right back in it. Extra point to tie. That should be a good game. Hey, man, we got some good games in this afternoon slate. We really do. And then you got the Eagles and the Patriots and the Cardinals. Till the second half, probably. Yeah, Frymouth was open. The pocket was starting to slowly collapse. I think Wilson kind of felt that, so he just probably felt like he had to get rid of it. All right, you got Barkley behind Hurts on this first down. Man in motion. They give it to Barkley. Barkley's going to take it to the inside. Still fighting for yards. That's again about 7, maybe 8. Man, they already have 53 yards passing. I mean, that first drive, they were passing the ball very efficiently. And if they could do that, I mean, they're going to be very hard to stop. Another handoff to Barkley, and he is just stopped behind the line once again. Alex Highsmith getting into the mix. That's a loss of about 2, maybe even 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and medium for Philly. Now remember, Ogunjobi and Elliott are out. Okay, those are 2 really big pieces on the defense for the Steelers. Hurts 4 for 4 with 53 yards. 3rd and 5. Hurts has it. Steelers bring 4. Throws it check down to his running back who spins past Jackson and gets a first down. Wow. Damn. Man, he was able to get past Jackson pretty easily. Montravius Adams gets into the game. It's a handoff play to Barkley, who gets a couple. Or, I'm sorry, that wasn't Barkley. That was their other running back. All right. So 2nd and 5 after that run. Smith in motion. It's another handoff once again. And this time he's not as successful. Picking up about a yard. All right, man. Come on. Come on. We got a 3rd down here. Let's go. Defensive line has really been showing up so far. Cam Hayward is not in on this play. So they're showing 4. They bring 3. Hurts is scrambling for the first down, trying to get outside, still on his feet. And then he fumbles it. That's Steeler ball. They're calling it Steeler ball. Jalen Hurts was trying to do too much right there. And he fumbled the ball. And the Steelers are getting it. TJ Watt just socks it out. And that's the first turnover of the game. I mean, that's what he's known for. That's what TJ Watt does. I mean, he does it very often. You know, he tries to punch that ball out a lot. And the Steelers are going to get it in Philadelphia territory at the 45. Jalen Warren to Wilson's right. It fakes the handoff. Wilson gets pressured, throws it incomplete to the sideline. Now look, man. The Steelers offense hasn't been able to show any sort of good signs here. All right, they have two receivers on each side. Wilson gets a snap, throws it, deflected once again at the line. Incomplete. And the Eagles are bringing it, man. They're bringing it. Yeah, they're getting right through the line so far. He was looking for Calvin Austin right there. Wilson 1 for 5 for 1 yard so far in the Steelers' third drive. 3rd and 10. Wilson. Eagles bring pressure once again, and he's sacked. He is sacked, and the Steelers' offense, they just can't get anything going right now. The Eagles' defense, their pressure has just been too much so far. Wilson tried to get out of it. I'll give him credit for that. He tried. He tried to stay on his feet, but man. And after that turnover, you're not able to get anything. That's not very good. The punt is returned, and it's another fumble. It's another fumble. Looks like the Steelers have it once again. Steeler football once again. He muffed the punt. He took a big hit. And the Steelers get another fumble recovery. The Steelers special teams is the best in the league. All right? They make play after play after play after play on special teams. Let's get this in the end zone, man. Come on, O. 1st and 10 from the 11, so they still have a chance at getting a first down here. Come on, Russ. If you can't get it into the end zone right now, that's already 2 turnovers. Washington and Mosley is now set to the right. It's a quick pass to Najee Harris, who gets it to the outside, hurdles over a man, and gets a gain of about 6, maybe 7. But you have to cash in here. You have to push in. Oh, and there's fighting. Oh, it's getting chirpy. Oh, the Battle of Pennsylvania. Broderick Jones getting in the mix. They did throw a flag. I don't know who started. It didn't cut until after it started. But in these type of games, you have to control your composure, man. You do. You have to control your composure. I know the Steelers' offense is pretty young when you compare it to the rest of the league. Okay, Mitchell shoved Darnell Washington first. And then a Steeler kind of shoved Mitchell as well. It was getting a little bit of both sides. So they'll probably offset if I had to guess. All right, so we're still waiting for the calls, man. Refs have been talking over for a while. I like how Tomlin's wearing sunglasses when it's dark outside. They both went on the offense? Okay, so both penalties were on the Steelers. All right, well, whatever. I was expecting them to call um on both sides and then have them offset. Yeah, I was really expecting that to be on both sides. All right, well, whatever. 2nd and 18. Wilson is all alone in shotgun. Wilson throws it complete to Miller for a gain of about 2. Scotty Miller is one of the guys making a lot of noise in the preseason. And man, that penalty really killed this drive. Now it's going to be 3rd and 15 from the 16, but 3rd and 15, man. Oh, now they're calling complete. I mean, it was close, I guess, but hey, man, these refs are making it real easy for me not to like them. Let me just say that they're making it real easy for me not to like them. This drive is really, I mean, a lot of things have gone wrong for the Steelers in this drive. 3rd and 18 now, after it was called an incomplete. Wilson has it, throws it downfield for the end zone, incomplete. I mean, wow. I mean, they had, if you count it, they had -8 yards on that drive. So special teams and defense gives you 2 fumble recoveries. And now Boswell for a 37-yarder. Waitman on the snap, kick, hooks, and it's good. So we have a tie game here. We're all that up at 3-3 with 3:42 left in this first. Oh, man, that drive did not sit well with me. That was something else. Buffalo over there up 14-0 already. I say already. I mean, I think this Steelers Eagle game is gonna actually go for a pretty long time. You had the injury on the opening kickoff, which took quite a bit. And it seems like a lot of things have been delayed. But oh well. Yeah. I mean, offensively, you gotta get it going. I mean, they've had 2 short fields already. One of them starting in the red zone, and you have 3 points to show for it. Oh, the Lions going with the trick play. Jared Goff throwing it downfield, complete to St. Brown. I tell you, if I was a Lion fan, I would have that jersey, man. Those jerseys are really cool. Man, I was hoping for the Giants to pull off one of the biggest upsets of the season today, but didn't come close. Didn't come close, Giants. Steelers and Ravens next week is going to be on Fox? Huh, that's weird. All right then. I wasn't expecting to be on Fox for some reason. I wonder how much different the culture is when you talk about Pittsburgh and Philly. Seems like two very different cultures. You know, I mean, I've never been to either or, but just by the sounds of it. All right, Boswell gets the kickoff. Let's see if this is returned. No, it's touchback at the back of the end zone. All right, so the Eagles offense is they've been actually moving the ball pretty effectively for the most part. You know, then that fumble happened. But the passing game has really been what's been working for them. Rushing, on the other hand, that's what they've been struggling with. So it's been a complete opposite type of game so far for the Eagles. But nonetheless, it's still 3-3. Both teams have been looking very different, though. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 30. Hurts fakes the handoff, rolls, throws it complete to A.J. Brown for a first down. Yep, I mean, that's what they've been doing this game. It's not really their identity, but, I mean, Hurts is 6 for 6 passing with 79 yards. Eagles have 4 first downs. Steelers have none. Eagles all alone. Hurts has it. Has time. Throws it. Complete again to A.J. Brown. Porter saying it was a bit of a push-off, but there's no flag. And they're pushing right down the field. Already on the Pittsburgh side. Hurts. Fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself. Gets past a couple defenders. Then slides for a gain of about 8. Bit of an option play right there. Oh, they bit on the run. Patrick Queen could have gotten him, though. Man. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Eagles. Hurts in shotgun once again. Gives it to Barkley, who just has a lot of room right there. Plenty of blocks up front. Breaks the tackle. Past the 5, down at about the 4. Wow, this is a really good drive from the Eagles. I mean, they've gained yardage on every single play. I don't think I've ever seen that big of a hole for a running back. They gave it to Barkley once again, but he's hit by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Big hit. And he's back to just the line of scrimmage. That's the first play where they couldn't get anything going. Before that, they're getting multiple yards on every single play. All right, now you got Dante Jackson on A.J. Brown on the top of the screen. See how that fares. Hurts fakes the handoff, throws it complete to A.J. Brown for the touchdown. And no, Eagles, you don't get a light show. You don't get a light show. All right? Man, that was not good. And I said it before the game even started. The fact that their passing game is struggling, extra point is up, and it is good. So it's now 10-3 Philly. And I said it before the game even started. The fact that their passing game is struggling makes me feel a little bit uneasy because for some reason, it's just a Steeler, such a Steeler thing for the Steelers to just give up a lot of passing yards to a team that can't pass the ball very good. That's just what happens. But I mean, it's still early. It's still early. Lions were able to get a touchdown, so they're now only down by 8. Extra point is up and right down the middle, so now they're down by 7. 14-7 Buffalo over there in Detroit. Man, with the way both offenses have been looking, it's a miracle that it's only 10-3. All right. What needs to change here, man? I mean, running game hasn't been able to get anything going. Passing game has been struggling really bad. I mean, Steelers weren't doing too bad in the last drive, but then the 15-yard penalty really messed things up there. Arizona up 10-0 over there in the toaster against New England. Drake May on 3rd and 8 on the first play of the second quarter. Low snap. And he just has to take it. And he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, it was a bit of a fumble. It looked like he dropped it a little bit. I mean, that could have gotten a lot worse for New England. Oh, that was not a good snap. I mean, the Eagles haven't really done anything. They just bit on the run like crazy again. Maybe play action is what they're going to be doing because, I mean, you just expect them to run the ball. You got the kickoff, and it's just going to go to the end zone. He's going to have to take a knee for some reason. I don't know why that's a rule. The rule is when the ball's in the end zone, you can't just let it touch the end zone and that's a touchback. It's a dead ball. No, you had to take a knee for some reason. You had to get the ball and take a knee. I don't know why that's the rule, but that's the rule. I mean, a lot of weird rules with all this kickoff stuff now. All right, so the Steelers have yet to get a first down. They have 3 more points than first downs. Jalen Warren in the backfield for this one. Connor Hayward in motion. He's now in front of Warren. Pitch played to Jalen. Jalen able to break a tackle, then falls down for a gain of 2. Man. You know, I haven't seen that many people really complain about Arthur Smith's play calling. A little bit. But not compared to like a Todd Haley or Matt Canada or anything like that. Steelers have 2 total yards offensively. They have more points than yards. It's another handoff. Jalen Warren. There's a flag on the play right as the snap even happened. As it stands, that's a gain of about 4. But I mean, there was just a flag thrown as soon as they snapped the ball. Illegal motion on the offense. This is really, really bad right now. And yes, I do give the Eagles defense credit because, they've been playing some really good ball, but the Steelers aren't doing themselves any favors. Wilson has it. Throws it check down to Warren, who has some space, breaks a tackle, spins, and there's another flag. What is this flag on, bro? Our gain of about 11. Is it coming back? It looks like it's coming back again. Holding on Dan Moore. I mean, let me see the replay at least. Let's see the replay. No, they don't want to show the replay, I guess. Okay. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 10-3 Philadelphia. I mean, it seems like the Steelers are getting blown out right now. This is ridiculous. All right, Dicker looking at tie the game over there and at SoFi. It's 10-7 right now. Snap looks good. Kick is in. So they're all knotted up over there in Inglewood at 10. Man, Kyler Murray running all over the place over there. Just for an incomplete pass. Man, I don't even know what to say right now. But I do think the Eagles are going to go back to the running game once, their passing game has just been working like crazy. Because, I mean, if you're going to be passing all the time, at some point I'm just going to assume the Steelers defense is going to expect them to pass the ball now. And then they probably play a little bit soft up front, and then that's when they start running the ball. That's what I'd expect. Man, this is like that dirty Steeler football, man. Like the Steeler football from last season. It feels like they're down by 21 points, but they're only down by a possession. I mean, Eagles have 148 total yards. The Steelers only have 2. Steelers are averaging less than a yard every play. Wilson gets the snap, has time. Now it kind of collapses a little bit. Gets it out to Calvin Austin for a gain of a few. But I mean, with how far back they are, it's it's still very much third and forever. Third and 18 for the Steelers. Eagles bring 4. Wilson just gets it out to Warren, who tries to get past one guy, just could not. That's a short gain, and that's going to bring up another 4th down. Another 3 and out, I should say. Whew. Man. I'm not going to lie, it's been a little bit hard to watch right now. It's a little bit hard to watch this offense right now. Wayman on the punt once again. It's not very great punt. It's returned. Eagles are past the 50, and they're going to get the ball at the 45. My goodness. Wow. I mean, the scoreboard and the actual game itself are telling a very different story. Did Baker just throw a pick? Yes, he did. Tell you, I think Baker Mayfield's going to struggle a little bit against that Chargers defense. That Chargers defense is legit, man. Buffalo gets another touchdown. It's like, man, you can't continue to keep looking like this offensively, man. Yeah, the Patriots still down 10-0. May hands it off to his running back, who gets about 5 on that one. Herbert and the Chargers, right, like borderline of the red zone. It's like at the 20.5-yard line. Herbert throws it complete for a first down. This start is terrible. For the offense, it's been terrible. Defense, honestly, for the most part, it's been pretty bad as well. If you think about it, I mean, without that fumble that the defense had, Eagles have been pushing downfield. What's all these long commercial breaks, man? Okay, there we go. Man. I remember, the Steelers offense took a long time to actually get it going last week as well. So, it's not like it's a different story. We've seen this before plenty of times. Hurts gets it, hands it off to Barkley, who tries to get back to the inside, and he gets tackled back at the line. So far, Barkley hasn't really been able to get anything going. Hurts switching up the play a little bit. Maybe see something in the defense. This is their handoff to Saquon. It's a short game this time, probably about 2. So it's going to lead to 3rd and 7. I mean, Barkley's had a few good runs, but nothing too crazy yet. Hurts is 8 for 8 passing. So he's bringing pressure, and he's able to get it complete to Brown, and he's able to break a tackle, and he's down at the 25. Oh, my goodness. It's just simple slant routes that are... It seems like every A.J. Brown catch has been due to a slant. And the Steelers haven't been able to stop it so far. Hurts is going to throw it deep down the field, and it's almost intercepted. Incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. on the coverage right there. And I'm glad there wasn't a flag right there because there was contact on both sides from the receiver and the corner. So I think that's fair game right there. And that's Hurts' first incomplete of the game. He's already over 120 yards passing. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Hurts as the Steelers bring pressure once again. Those are complete to Smith, who gets tackled. Pretty solid gain on that one. That's going to bring 3rd and short. Man, this has been pretty frustrating so far. Pretty frustrating. All right, Hurts all alone in his backfield once again. Steelers are playing very soft up front. Hurts has it. He's going to throw it wide open. Receiver complete for another first down. He's inside the 5. Oh, man. Can we make a game out of this at least? Like, man, this is bad. This is really bad. Dante Jackson is hurt. Dante Jackson is injured on the field right now, man. And he's another big piece on the Steelers defense. It's been a tough one, guys. Been a very tough one. Man, this one looks serious. Okay, so we're still on injury timeout right now. Dante Jackson able to walk off the field. But, I mean, he looks pretty hurt, man. He's able to walk off on his own strength, though. Eagles 9 first downs, Steelers with none. Philly almost with the 200 yards on offense. Steelers only have 11. Eagles have it first and goal from the 2. It's a high snap, bobble snap. And he is sacked by the offensive or by the defensive line right there. Steelers brought the heat right there. I mean, they just weren't ready. It was a very high snap. Looked like Hurts was playing volleyball a little bit. Man, on a play like that, it's not a time for that. All right, play clock starting to wind down. Eagles they didn't even look set. They took a timeout. Eagles offense didn't even look ready at all. Yeah, that Dante Jackson injury looked pretty serious. And I don't want to sound negative, but I mean, it just by the looks of it, man. Just by the looks of it. I mean, 11 yards on 15 plays for the Steelers offense is insane. Hurts has it. He's going to take it himself, and he gets about a yard. Patrick Queen and Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. All right. I mean, you have a chance to hold him to 3 here. Saquon Barkley is not out there. I'm not sure why. Regardless, 3rd and goal from the 2. Hurts looks left, throws left, complete. Smith, touchdown, Eagles. And no, you guys don't get a light show. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. All right? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I mean, he was looking left that entire time. He was just waiting for someone to get open. Extra point by Jake Elliott, up and good. I mean, wow. 17-3. Let's see what happened with these early games, because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't able to catch most of them. So let's do a little recap here on these early slate games. So the Commanders were able to beat the Saints 20-19. Wow, that was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, but Washington was able to prevail there. The Chiefs beat the Browns 21-7. Patrick Mahomes actually wound up getting injured. He's on a week-to-week basis. That's a big storyline for the Chiefs right there. But Beating the Browns, I mean, you walked out of Cleveland with the win. That's all that really matters over there. Bengals able to beat the Titans 37-27 in Tennessee. I mean, Bengals are still trying to fight for something. As for the Miami Dolphins, their playoff hopes crumble as they lose to the Houston Texans 20-12. Uh, I thought that game could have gone either way, but Houston was able to take it, and Miami, their season is over now, I guess, right? I think they're mathematically out after that loss, if I'm not mistaken. So, silver lining is that the Steelers could still clinch a playoff spot today, even though they're looking pretty bad, because the Colts and the Broncos are going at it. Dolphins lost, which is one of the ways the Steelers could get in, and the Colts losing. Although the Colts are winning right now 10-7 in the Mile High. But that's not how we want to clinch the playoffs, right? We want to clinch the playoffs with a win. All right? We want to clinch it with a win, not because other teams lose. No. That's not how this works, man. Steelers don't get into the end zone. This could be the beginning of a blowout game. Yeah. This is starting to look ugly. I mean, the Eagles have all the momentum right now. All of it. All right, we're getting a touchback here. Maybe it's because Tom Brady's there. Maybe it's just bad luck for the Steelers when Tom Brady's in the building. That's my superstition. That's my professional analysis right there. It's because Tom Brady's there, and the Steelers don't play very good when Tom Brady's around. All right, come on, Russ. Let's get something. Come on, man. Come on. We need something here. I'd say we need to get into the end zone. I really do. Steelers in shotgun. Wilson fakes the toss. Has time. Throws it complete for their first down of the game. Skoranek on the reception right there. And that's one of the guys that is expected to step it up. I'm surprised we haven't seen any of Roman Wilson. Justin Fields in on this play. Now, we have been saying he wasn't in the game at all last week. He's in right now. See what they do. Fields is going to run it to the outside. Has space. And gets tackled as he's sliding down. There's a flag on the play. He did get tackled as he was sliding. As we did say, okay, he was just starting to give himself up right there. And then he was tackled. Nice run and nice blocks by up front for the offensive line. And they're going to get 15 added yards. I'm not sure if I agree with that completely. It was a bit of a bang play. I guess you were able to tell, that he was giving himself up. It's kind of hard to, though. No. Well, I mean, it was called. You know what? If anything, that's a makeup call for that. Those two 15-yard penalties or unnecessary roughness calls that were called on the Steelers, and that were only called on the Steelers. Pitch play. Warren gets blocks and gets a couple on that one. But yeah, so you know what? That's a makeup call. That's a makeup call. Like in baseball. Steelers have 3 drives where they have negative yards. 3 drives of negative yardage. Do you want to know how the other 2 drives went? 3 yards and 2 yards. So they already have more yards on this drive alone compared to all the other drives combined. 2nd and 6 for the Steelers. Najee Harris in the backfield. Miller in motion. They give it to Harris. Harris runs up the middle for a short gain. So now we got 3rd and 2. Steelers are bringing a completely different set out there. They got Mike Willie in there. Freiermuth back into the game. Jalen Warren back into the game on this 3rd down. Wilson has it. Nice block. Wilson scrambling, trying to get it to the outside for the 1st down, and he gets it. Russell Wilson showing off that mobility. How about that block from Jalen Warren? I mean, granted, it's not like, okay, the review, yeah, he got the 1st down. All right, he got the 1st. I thought they were saying like there was a little bit of confusion. I guess I was the only one confused right there. Wilson changed up the plays, got to get the snap off. Gets the snap off right in time. Is a little bit of a high snap. Hands it off to Warren, who gains about 2. He only got a yard. It's not a very generous marker. Darius Slay injured on the field now. And this game's been having quite a few injuries. To some marquee players, too. It's not like, I mean, all right, you got 21-14 in Detroit. Buffalo does have the ball over there. Chargers up on the Buccaneers. 17-10. Tampa Bay trying to get something offensively. Buffalo on the verge of scoring another touchdown. 3rd and goal. Allen going to float one. Underthrows it, incomplete with the flag on the play. Allen pointing to Detroit, saying it's on them. Kyler Murray on the other screen throws the screen to Connor. All right, we got to get in the end zone right now, boys. Come on. I want a light show, all right? I want a light show. I want it. I want it. It's needed right now. But you know what? The problem that we've been saying, and that we did say earlier this week, is the fact that every time Justin Fields gets the ball, it's an automatic run play. You know, you could mix it up a little bit. You could pass him, even if it's just for a short pass. You know, get the defense, make the defense think a little bit. You know, because when you put Justin Fields out there, it's just, yeah, they're going to run the ball. Now let's just try to stop it. Granted, the Eagles couldn't stop it when they ran the ball, but I mean, they know what's coming. You want to have your opponent guessing. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. Inside the red zone. Wilson looks left. He's going to scramble. He's trying to get yards himself. Slides. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Because remember, the rule is when you give yourself up, it's when the slide starts. So he's going to be about a yard short. That is ridiculous. They had negative 19 yards. It's a QB sneak. Wilson gets it with ease. I mean, he got about a good 2-3 yards on that QB sneak. Let's go. Come on. We need it here. I can feel it. We got to get it, man. We got to get it here. You know, for as much as the Eagles have been dominating this game, you could get right back into it. Right back into it. Najee Harris in the backfield. Freiermuth in motion. It's a pitch play to Naj. Naj couldn't. Did he go down? Okay, they said he went down. It was a little closer than it looked, I guess. Well, I'm sorry, it looked a lot closer than what it actually was in real time, I guess. But, oh well. I guess he was tackled a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know. He didn't really look down to me, but oh well. 2nd and goal from the 9. Wilson fakes the handoff, rolls left, throws it to Van Jefferson, and that's a no gain. No gain on the play. Coverage is kind of blown up, and Van Jefferson was open for like a split second. But the corner knew he was going there. Come on, we need this touch. We need to get in the end zone here. 3rd and goal. Wilson is shotgun. Warren right beside him. Wilson has it. Looks end zone. Throws end zone. Pat Freiermuth caught for the touchdown. Pat Freiermuth for the end zone. And we are right back in it, baby. Let's go. And you already know what this means, baby. You know what this means. We're bringing it out. Let's go. Let's go. This is like, it's like a Christmas tree. It's like a Christmas tree, man. I got my necklace. We got a whole light up now, man. We stepped up our game a little bit. Extra point by Boswell is up off the upright and good. And good. It bounced off the upright and went in. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on. We're right back in it. It seemed like we're getting absolutely dominated, but we're in this game. It's got multiple features too. Yeah, you could keep it like that, or it kind of flashes a little bit, and you got that fast one. Yeah, this is very, very sophisticated, cheap, light necklace, but hey, man. Oh, well. I'll take it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Nice catch by Pat, by the way. I mean, Russell Wilson had to fit it, had to throw it perfectly. And he did. That was a really good ball. Really good ball. Boswell with the kickoff. He returns it from the end zone. He has a lane. He gets tackled about the 30. So, I mean, he got back to where he was going to get regardless. But yeah, I guess he'd rather work for it. But all right, we have a ball game right now. All right, Steelers are finally able to punch back a little bit. All right, now we got to stop the Eagles offense. First down for the Eagles. Hurts in shotgun. It's a handoff play for a short gain. And you're not seeing Saquon Barkley out there very much. I'm not sure what's going on there. Steelers take their first timeout of the half. With 2:22 left in the second. Honestly, I didn't think that extra point was in, but if you noticed, I don't know if the wind's pushing that way or what, but it kind of took like a very strong hook right. When it was in the air, it took a very like right curve. But man, that must have barely have gone in. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Hurts has it, gets pressured, and is tripped by Watt. He might have gotten a yard, though. He was able to extend himself, but TJ Watt with the shoestring tackle. I might have got back to just the line of scrimmage. I think his elbow was down at the line of scrimmage. Now looking at it. His forearm might have been down. That leads us to the 2-minute warning. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Bolt up. Hey, man, they've been doing their thing right now. They've been doing their thing. I do pick them to win that game over there. I mean, Baker Mayfield does make some plays. You know, I mean, the Buccaneers are a bit of an up and down team. You don't really know what you're going to get from Tampa Bay. Oh, he's getting out of pressure. He's going to throw it incomplete. All right. Nice defensive play from the Chargers right there. That's a settle for a field goal. You know, as weird as it is, I'm actually going to be going to a Charger game. It's when the Steelers don't play. You know, that's really why I'm going. You know, because why not? I live out here. You know, it's not too far off. So I'm actually going to be going to a Charger game. All right, 37-yarder. He got it. All right, 17-13. Over there in SoFi. And right now, the Bills and Lions game has not been disappointing. Hey, man, it's been a very, very tough half to watch. Steelers have been okay. They did score a touchdown, so they're back in it. But man, it's been a tough game to watch. A tough game to watch. Oh, he got okay. That's why he hasn't been in because he's been injured on the. Okay, so Saquon Barkley's been injured on the sideline. Okay, okay. I don't know if they said that or I just didn't, and I didn't understand that or what. But 3rd and 7 for the Eagles after the 2-minute warning. Hurts has been almost perfect passing the ball, and that's gonna be a false start. That's gonna be a false start. We're bringing that back a little bit. We don't need fans. Oh man. It is growing though, JC. It is growing. I see it. I see it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to see. It's nice to see that. I'm happy for them. 3rd and 12. Hurts has to roll back. It's a TJ Watt on the sack, baby. I thought it was a strip sack for a second. He tried. He tried to get a strip sack. But Stewart's got to take a timeout, man. You got to take a timeout. Well, he tried to get his face mask a little bit there, man. Oh, he almost punched that ball out. All right, so Stewart's did call a timeout. All right, cool. All right, Stewart's going to get the ball back with some pretty reasonable time. I guess depending on where they're at is going to determine how aggressive they're going to be, which I don't know why. You know what? Okay, Eagle fans are rowdy. Eagle fans are rowdy. You know, we don't run into a lot of Eagle fans out here, you know, in SoCal, but they are rowdy. They are, you know, and they make their presence known. I'll let you decide whether that's a good thing or bad thing. All right, punt gang is out. And that does not look like a good punt. That is not a good punt. So he's going to have it in Philly territory near the 45 at the 46. All right, we have a chance to tie this game up. Come on, baby. Let's go. You know what? I may not be from Pennsylvania. But you know what? I'm all into this Pennsylvania rivalry, man. All right? I'm into it. Oh, DC? Plenty over there. Wilson throws it complete to Pat Freiermuth up the middle. Able to break a tackle, fumble the ball, able to pick it back up, though. Oh, that could have gone bad. Pat Freiermuth fumbled the ball. That is a first down. Steelers move the sticks. Wilson has it, throws it to Pat Freiermuth again, who trips this time. Pat Freiermuth all over the place, but he got two receptions back to back. Both could have gone very bad. But the Steelers get 2 first downs on 2 plays. Now it's under review. Looks like a catch, but he lost possession of it. No, he had 2 feet down. He just lost possession going down. Hey, man, I don't like this. All right, I still think about that Jesse James catch. Or no catch, whatever. Looked like a catch to me. And it seemed like he was making a football play. It's a close one. But since it was called a catch, it's going to be harder for them to call it back, I guess. The Eagles have a decent fan base over here. Not like a super big one. Even like the Dolphins. I mean, really, a lot of teams actually have a pretty strong fan base of over here in California. I mean, that might be because there's a lot of people here too. But I've seen times where, like at a Buffalo Wild Wings or something, that there's been, oh, they call it incomplete. I thought he got his 2 feet down. Well, whatever. Okay, that brings 16 seconds back onto the clock. Did the Chargers score again? I know someone who is at the game right now. It's actually their first Charger game. All right, second attempt for the Steelers after that incomplete. Wilson has it, gets sacked. All right. Might want to speed up the tempo a little bit, though, offense, or the Eagles are going to take a timeout. Okay, looks like Philly called the timeout. Man, Roger Jones had him for a second, and then he was able to run around, and he was able to beat. Okay, so the Steelers took their final timeout. He was able to beat Roger Jones like that. So it's going to be 3rd and 20. Let's see if they're going to try to just get into field goal range, or they're just going to try to throw it deep here for the first down. Because that sack did kind of get him out of field goal range a little bit. I won't hate it too much if they just try to get it into field goal range at this point. But let's see what they do. Eagles playing back. It's a quick pass to Calvin Austin, complete. And that gets you back into field goal range. 4th down. Okay, the Eagles take their final timeout. I was just gonna say they could just run the majority of the time out and then kick the ball, but then the Eagles took a timeout. So good call by Sirianni. So this is going to lead to a Boswell field goal try. Should be close to 50 yards, right? All right, he made one from 37 earlier in the game, and he hit extra point as well that hit off the right upright. This one close from 50 from 49. I don't know why this camera angle makes it seem like it's a super long one. Well, here we go. Snap looks good. Kick is right down the middle and good. And the Steelers are now down by 4 by a score of 17-13. Steelers with 10 unanswered points, which seemed like almost impossible for them to even get on the board. But we're in it. We're in it. We're in this game. He said plenty of fans here except the Chargers. Yeah. Honestly, if you go to the first season where the Chargers moved to LA, there was like no Charger fans out here. No Charger fans. They had a pretty decent fan base in San Diego. I think they're starting to get to that type of fan base again. To that. I don't know if they have as many. I really don't. But I mean, they're doing good. They're doing good marketing, and it doesn't help, or I'm sorry, it helps when your team's playing pretty well as well. So, I expect the Chargers fan base to continue to grow. All right, this kick is returnable, and he's able to break free from one tackle, and he's down at the 35. So there's 28 seconds left. Eagles do still have one timeout. I'd assume they try to take a couple shots downfield and try to get into field goal range. All right. 1st and 10 from the 35 for Philly. All right, they're not too far off from field goal range. Hurts steps back, feels pressure, and he just goes down by himself. They're going to give the credit to Alex Highsmith on the sack right there. And after that play, looks like we're going to go into halftime. All right. All right. Halftime in Philadelphia. 17-13. Eagles do get the ball back at the half. Man, that half brought a lot. I mean, it really looked like the Eagles were close to running away with it completely. It really did. And all it took was one drive, really. And the Steelers are able to get back into it. I got the Cardinals over there up 13-3 against the Patriots. They're over there trying to push down the field. Already in Patriot territory. Oh, man. All right. So has momentum shifted a little bit in this game? I think it has, but it is going to hurt because Jalen Hurts and the Eagles do get the ball. All right. So, I mean, we'll see what goes on with Barkley. He hasn't really seen the field too much. He did kind of take a weird hit. Looked like he might have hurt his calf a little bit. And that's why he's been a little bit inactive. But, I mean, so far it's been a lot higher scoring than I thought it would be. But we still have a whole half to play. Oh, Indy up against Denver 13-7. Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things over there in Detroit. They're up by 7. 21-14 at halftime. Wow. Oh, James Conner running on the outside for a first down. But if the Steelers could get another stop, or even if they could just limit them to 3 points, their first drive, I like our chances, man. I like our chances of getting back into the game. Seems like offense is starting to click a little bit. I'm not going to over-exaggerate saying that they're firing on all cylinders, but, they're starting to hit their stride a little bit. The Lions kicker missed 2 field goals in the first half? Man, one of them was a chip shot too. All right, you know what, guys? Since we're at halftime, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'll be back in about 60 seconds or so. Cool. So I do see Steeler fans there, here and there. I wouldn't call it a takeover, but there's a decent portion. I'd say maybe 30%, maybe. You know, it's weird. It's very weird because they're in the same state, but it seems like it's harder to take over. I mean, Philly's a hard place to take over, but it's more like the out of state places where they take over. You know, a place like Arizona, uh, they definitely take over SoFi when they play out here. Mm, not really. They didn't really take over Santa Clara. What other stadiums have they taken over? Even Dallas, they had a pretty good showing in Dallas a couple times. Um, yeah, it's just some places. I feel like in the Western region is where they take over. I'm not really even sure how or why. You know, there's actually a really strong fan base in Arizona for the Steelers. Same thing with out here. You know, that's why they were able to take over. But yeah, I wouldn't call this game a takeover. Although there is a pretty decent showing of terrible towels over there. How about the Cowboys beating the Panthers 30-14? You know what teams have been looking very shaky? Oh, the Saints. The Saints came close to beating the Commanders. Wow, I didn't know that was that close. Okay, so they scored a touchdown on the last play, and then they went for it on for the 2-point conversion. Then they couldn't convert. Wow. All right. Damn. But Shoot, what was I talking about? All right. The two teams that have not been performing or somewhat underperformed the past few weeks, or I'd say like month or so, have been Washington and Houston. Both teams were start off really, really good. Well, maybe not the Texans, but there was high expectations for Houston. And it just seems like now they're not looked at as big as a threat compared to the beginning of the season. I don't know. And then Washington, I mean, they were what, 7-2 or 7-3? I forgot the exact record, but they had a really good record. And then they lost to the Steelers, and then they just kind of been decent, I guess. I mean, the competition they've been playing is pretty good, though. I mean, one of the losses they had was against the Eagles as well. So I guess the competition rose a little bit. But then, going at it like that against the Saints, I don't know, man. Brings a little bit of concern if I'm the Commanders right there. The crazy thing is they're the 7th seed and they're 9-5. And I've seen, I forgot who said it, but the 7th seed takes away from the playoff race, because right now there's no real playoff race. It's more of just seeding and where you're going to be at amongst the seeds. Because, I mean, we see it in the AFC. I mean, the playoff race is almost over. I think it's pretty much the same thing in the NFC. Now it's just more of where are you going to be at in the playoffs. I mean, that's not as exciting. It's not. I'll say it first. It's not that exciting compared to when there were 6 seeds. And let's be real here. I mean, the 7th seed has only won one game in his existence, which was last year. It's only won one game, and it's been 4 or 5 seasons for the 7th seed. I think they started in 2020, so it's been a couple seasons. But typically, I mean, the 7th seed always gets blown out against the 2nd seed. But, I mean, we all know the NFL is not going to get rid of it. They're going to keep it. And they might, I mean, I've said it already, they might try to make it 8 seeds at some point. 8 playoff teams per conference, which I don't like. NBA does that. NBA playoffs are extremely long. I'm not really that big of a fan of the NBA playoffs. That's just me, though. I know a lot of people are. Man, I didn't realize that we have a game almost every day from December 19th to Christmas Day. The only day we don't have a game is on Tuesday. But other than that, there's a game every single day. Man, so only on Christmas Eve is when there's not a game. That's crazy. All right, then. All right, halftime is almost in the books over there in Philly. And you know what? I'll never understand Steelers football because, it's just, they're just a weird team to play because they could look so bad. And then, I'm talking about just playing them. You could be like dominating them on almost every phase of the game, but then you make a mistake or two, which somehow keeps them in the game. I don't know. It's weird to explain. I can't even explain it right. I guess the moral of the story is if you're gonna dominate the Steelers, you have to do it on the scoreboard as well, not just on the yards or on rushing or passing yards or anything like that. You have to do it on the scoreboard as well. All right, Boswell kickoff, and the second half is underway, and it's a touchback. That's what we could say. I mean, the second half wasn't the best half for the Steelers. I mean, they weren't playing their best football. That's what we could say. That is what we could say. All right, Barkley back into the game. Barkley in the backfield on first down. And they're going to give it to him right away. And he runs into a wall. Still gets a short gain. They called it a gain of 2. Eagles look like they went no huddle there. Hurts has it, has some time. Pocket starting to collapse a little bit. He runs to the left on the outside. He gets the first down. Wow. I mean, Hurts has been having a good game, man. I mean, he's been passing the ball very efficient, very good, and running the ball when he needs to. It's a handoff play to the outside. Saquon Barkley able to get past one guy. That's to get him about 3 on the play. I mean, Hurts still only has 1 incompletion. All right, he's in shotgun. Barkley to his left. Smith in motion. Hurts has it. Throws it to Smith. And he's able to get the first down. He was able to get past Pierre right there. I mean, it seemed very obvious that he was going to go to Pierre. I don't know if that's just me, but it seemed pretty obvious that that's where he was going. Hurts fakes the handoff, throws it to his tight end, and they get another first down. He was able to get past Patrick Queen. There's a flag, though. Just able to run past him a little bit. Pass interference on Smith. They're going to have to bring it back. Sirianni yelling at the referee. Sirianni does like to yell a lot. we see him yell a lot. All right, so after that penalty, it's 1st and 20. Hurts takes the snap, has plenty of time to throw it. He's now trying to scramble to the right, throws it Incomplete. That might be holding. He had a lot of time. But we have to wait and see. Holding on the offense. They declined the penalty, so it's going to be 2nd and 20. Okay, so they'll take their chances still, I guess. All right, Eagles with a 3-receiver set. Brown moves to the right side. Hurts has it. Gets pressure once again. Throws it complete to Smith, and he's able to break tackles and get the first down. Oh, my goodness. Got to make a tackle. Oh, come on. That was just zone right there. Hurts fakes the handoff, then just slides. It was either that or run into a wall of defenders. So he chose just to give himself up right there. All right. Checking to see if that thing was updated or not. All right, 2nd and 10. Eagles in shotgun once again. Hurts has it. Throws it complete to Smith again for a bit of a short gain. Might have been about 4 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Eagles going no huddle here. Still trying to get set on defense. They now are. They bring 4. Hurts throws it. Smith gets tackled. James Pierre right there, able to stop him. He's short of the first down. Nice tackle. And remember, Pierre's one of the guys who has to step up, man. Jake Elliott in for a pretty long field. I know this should be about 50 plus, right, from where he's at. Okay, no, 48. Kick by Elliott is up and good. So the Eagles are able to extend their lead to 7 here, 20-13. I mean, Jake Elliott is one of the best in the league right now. Oh, goodness. What's the flag on? What are we doing here? Oh, my gosh. Unnecessary roughness. Like, okay, let's see the replay here. What happened? What is... okay. Well, so that takes the 3 points off the board after that unnecessary roughness call. I don't really know what happened there. But now the Eagles have it in the red zone, 1st down. It's a fake handoff to Barkley. Hurts throws it behind him. And that's again about a yard. He got it to Smith right there. That was a backward pass. Man. Hey, man, what's those unnecessary roughness calls have been killing us, man. Ah, man. Second and 9 for the Eagles here. Hurts and shotgun once again. Steelers bring some pressure. Hurts has to scramble to his left. Throws it, end zone, incomplete. Flag on the play. Probably holding. All right, yep, holding on the offense. Oh, man, he was grabbing on Hayward's jersey the entire time. So now that brings second and 19. Hurts is just going to hand it off. And they get, oh no, he's able to break a tackle a little bit. Get about 2. Should be about 3rd and 17. They might just throw it underneath a little bit, get a couple yards, and settle for the field goal. It actually wound up turning into a pretty long drive. See what the Eagles do. Hurts has it, has some time. Pocket collapses a little bit. He's trying to scramble. He goes right. Still trying to look for something downfield. Throws it deep. End zone, incomplete. Wilson had hands on it, but I mean, there was no way he was going to pick that ball. So, I mean, all that penalty did was delay a Jake Elliott field goal. Sheesh. Eddie Marin in the house. All right, Jake Elliott, 41-yarder. Oh, that'd be something if he misses it here. Kick is up. Hooks. And it's good. All right. So, I mean, all that penalty really did was just delay what was going to happen regardless. And that's a field goal. So, very long drive for Philly right there. Oh, man. They're down 20-17 right now. Pitch play. Can't get anything going right there. All right. Oh, Josh Allen throwing it incomplete. Man, that was a crazy throw. Allen kind of had to lean back and throw that one. All right. So we're one light show away from getting this a tie game. Can we do it this drive? That's what we're asking right now. Can we do it in this drive? There's actually quite a few Tampa Bay fans over there. Damn. Play clock starting to run down. Allen gets the snap. Throws it. Completes to his receiver for a medium gain. But that's going to be short of the first down. So they're going to have to punt the ball away. Man, the Lions are really struggling over there. Down 28-14. They are going to get the ball back, so. But the Bills aren't making it easy for the Lions. McNeil looks very frustrated. He's getting walked off the field right now with an injury. He looks very frustrated, man. All right, so the Chargers are able to get. Oh, then they throw a flag. What are they calling this on? Oh, I'm supposed to like conduct on the Bucks, so that's going to push them back a little bit more. All right, so the Chargers are able to get a stop that should give them or settle them for a field goal. I still gotta watch that Hard Knocks, man. I haven't been able to watch it. All right, let's go. We're waiting the kickoff here. I mean, that turned into 13 plays. Took up over 7 minutes. Eagles on their first drive of the half took up that long. Wow. Cordell Patterson awaiting the return. And it's just going to bounce in and out of the end zone for a touchback. All right. This is your time, man. This is your time, Steelers. Let's go. Offensively, the Steelers had a really rough half up until really midway into that second quarter. They had 3 consecutive drives where they were getting negative yardage. So let's see how they settle in the second half. Jaylen Warren in the backfield for the first play. Toss it. It's a flea flicker. Wilson has a lot of time throwing it downfield for Calvin Austin, and he gets it complete. Calvin Austin with the big gain. Steelers are now in Eagle territory at the 40. I mean, a flea flicker. Wilson had all the time in the world to build whatever kind of fort he wanted to. And Calvin Austin, I mean, Wilson threw, that was a good ball. Jaylen Warren in the backfield once again. They feed it to Warren. Warren able to get a couple of that to gain about 7 on that run. Nice play call, man. I tell you. And I have said I don't really like these one-on-ones where they try to give it to Austin because he's not, that big of a guy. I mean, compared to the rest of the people out there, but I mean, he was able to do it there. Najee Harris back in the game here. They feed it to Naj. Naj trying to get it to the outside, breaks the tackle, gets the first down. Down at about the 26. Come on, Arthur Smith. Cook something up, man. Wilson might be switching something up here. Let's see. Pitches it out to Harris, who fumbles the ball. And the Eagles recover it. They say the Eagles recovered it. Yep, they got it. What in the world just happened? Harris dropped the ball on the pitch play. And we never really see Harris fumble like that. Never really see Harris fumble like that. Oh, God. Wow. And they were moving the ball. It was a good drive up until then. Damn it. Well, that was the first miscue for the Steelers this game. I mean, we've seen the Eagles have a couple. All right, you got Detroit trying to get back in the game over there, man. Flag on that on the play. Let's see who it's on. It's on Detroit. The face mask call. Hey man, do we see an upset? Do the Bills upset the Lions? Now, I'm not sure how big of an upset it is. I'm positive they were favored in this game. Oh man, defense needs to bail the offense out right there. I mean, it's not like the Eagles have great field position, but that could that could be a momentum switch right there. Let's just hope not. I mean, man, it's so rare to see Najee fumble the ball like that. All right, offensively, we got to brush it off. Defensively, I mean, let's try to bail him out, man. Come on. Hurts has it, gets pressured, throws it incomplete. Went in and out of the hands of Wilson right there. Very much a catchable ball. Hey, he just didn't time that right. I don't know what happened. His hands were just like kind of weren't ready for it, I guess. Telling the referee something. Yeah, that was Harris' first fumble on the year. Damn. All right. 2nd and 10. Steelers look like they might bring some pressure here. They bring 4. Hurts has time, throws it, complete to Brown, who gets about, I saw I give him about 6. So that's going to bring 3rd and 5. Come on, we need to stop here. We can't let them get true momentum here. Hurts has it, looks left, throws it, complete. Who is it? Smith on the completion for a first down. Damn. I mean, you're playing far back, man. I mean, why are you defending for 10 yards when all they need is 6 or 5? Now, there was really nobody there. All right, they hand it off to Barkley. Barkley running up the middle. Gets about 8, maybe 9. Barkley's had a few quality runs, but for the most part, Steelers have been able to stop him a little bit. I'm not going to throw it completely out of proportion. All right, 2nd and 1. They feed it up Barkley once again, who's trying to get it to the outside. He does, and he gets the first down past the 50. Down about the 49. I do not like the way this is looking right now. I do not. I mean, Eagles still have over 100 yards more than the Steelers do. Hurts is going to take himself on the draw play. Hurts is going to break off for a big run. Another first down for the Eagles. I mean, come on, man. He had a wide open lane downfield. Just easy. And there was no one up the middle. I mean, no one up the middle. Casey was there. He just missed the tackle. Eagles are moving the ball efficiently once again. At the 27, first down. Hurts fakes the handoff, has time, throws it. Complete to Barkley for a medium gain right there. Wow. Hurts hands it off to Barkley once again. He spins for the first down. This is not looking good. I mean, sometimes all it takes is one turnover. That's all it takes sometimes to change the game. And Steelers defense is probably really tired, man. I mean, the Eagles just had a really long drive. I mean, time of possession in this third quarter has been dominated by the Eagles. Hands off to Barkley once again, who's not as successful. Gets about a yard. Man, this has been a very up and down game. Hurts in shotgun. He has it. Looks left. Feels pressured. Able to get past it. Now goes right. Throws it. Incomplete. Just getting out of there. Man, he could have been sacked. He got hit. He did. He was able to get past it still. Hey man, we might need another special teams or defensive turnover to win this game. It's been something. It's been something. All right. So 3rd and 9. I'm sorry, I lose my voice a little bit over here. Hurts has it, throws it to his running back, able to break a tackle. Oh, come on. You got to make a tackle, man. That's another first down. Oh, come on. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter. I mean, yeah, it's been Eagles have been dominating. Let's be real here. They've been dominating. I mean, it's only a 7-point game. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be a 14-point game pretty soon. But other than that second quarter, like the halfway mark of the second quarter, Eagles have been dominating this entire game. Man, the Buccaneers are starting to put some real points up on the Chargers. Josh Allen, the Bills up 35-14. And you have the Cardinals at 23-3. Man, I mean, Buffalo might actually run away with that if the Lions can't get anything going in this drive. Goff overthrows his man, incomplete. All right, man. Let's see what's up with that game over there in Denver. I haven't really paid too much attention to that. All right, it's 13-10. Colts are still up. Oh, Bo Nix has thrown 3 interceptions? That's crazy. All right, tush push time for the Eagles. And that's exactly what they do. They push forward, and they might have gotten it. No call from the official yet. They're going to say he's short. But, they're going to try it a couple times. What's the other name for it? The brotherly shove. The brotherly shove is what they like to call it, too. that plays something else. All right. Part 2 at it. Second take. This time he's in. Yeah, this time he's in, no doubt. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a very uninspiring spike right there from the lineman. All right, hey, man, we got to offensively, we got to get in the end zone. Jake Elliott, extra point time. And he gets it through, man. So it's 27-13. Still time, though. 14-17 left in this fourth quarter. Man. I'm telling you, man, the Lions are not looking very good. Well, look, let me say this. I could at least say that it's probably the two best teams in the NFL right now. Arguably. Oh, Goff able to get it to St. Brown. Oh, he breaks a tackle. That's a house call. Damn. All right, St. Brown gets it into the end zone. All right, that keeps hope for the Lions at least. Man, Tampa Bay with 17 points in that third quarter really took control of that game. Man. All right, we got to brush that fumble off, man. Got to brush it off. I don't expect them to run the ball too much right now, though. Probably shouldn't be running the ball too much. Wow, man. I mean, the loss of Deshaun Elliott has been really showing right now. All right, kickoff is going to be a touchback. Oh, man. I'm telling you, what if it's Tom Brady that's the bad luck here, man? All right, Russell Wilson all on the backfield in shotgun. Wilson has it, throws it complete. Calvin Austin for a first down. I mean, that was just a laser to Austin right there. All right, you don't want to take too much time. You know, I mean, they're not, which is good. Cordell Patterson in the backfield now on this first down. Oh, they quick pass it to Austin, and he picks up a couple on that gain. Pittsburgh is going to play a near perfect game if they want to get back in it, though. Second and 4. Wilson hands it off. Patterson. He's able to get the first down. I mean, earlier this season, he was able to have a lot of explosive runs. At some point, it was looking like he was the best running back on the roster, as weird as that sounds. But we haven't seen Najee in on this drive yet. Patterson in as a running back again. Pitches it to Patterson, who's going to turn it up to the outside. Able to stay on his feet for a little bit longer for another nice chunk play. There's a flag, though. Oh, got to check that marker. Still waiting for the call. Another personal foul call, man. So that brings us back 15 yards for like the fourth time this game. Tomlin looks as confused as I am. I don't really know what happened there, but loss of 15. So now it's going to be 1st and 25. Wilson. It's deflected at the line. He was looking for Pat Fryermuth right there. Eagles D-line was able to get its hands on it. Okay, so they called tripping, but yet he was taken to the ground. And then the same guy that took him to the ground was trying to run in that same direction, and then he tripped over his legs. Is that really tripping? Was that really necessary? Was it? All right, Wilson has it, throws it to Patterson, a little check down, and he can't get past the. That's a loss of a yard. Terrible call, man. What are we doing? But yeah, that tripping call was so unnecessary. Oh, wow, man. I don't know. Some of these penalties have been, I'm not going to lie, they've been pretty questionable. Wilson has it. They're going to need a big play here. Those are complete for Mike Williams, which I think that's his first catch of the game. And that's going to bring out the punting unit. Well, now we're just hoping on the Eagles to have nothing but short drives here. 4th and 7. All right, we're going to need a good punt here. It's rolling inside the 10. They're going to take it at about the 6 or 7 yard line. Another flag. What is this on now? What is this on? I mean, my goodness, these flags have been crippling the Steelers in this game. Wait a minute. That was a personal foul on the Eagles. He slapped Connor Hayward. What? What is going on here? All right. Well, that keeps us in it, right? Man, he just walked up to him and just slapped him. Man, Baker's been cooking up that Charger defense, man. I was wrong. Wow. Wow, Baker's cooking up that Charger defense. Man, the Patriots, they're showing Patriot fans over there in Arizona. They're not having a good time. Let's just say that. But you know, the Patriots do have a lot of history over there in that stadium. Arguably one of the craziest moments in Super Bowl history with the Malcolm Butler interception in the Super Bowl. Like one of the biggest controversies in Super Bowl history, I'd say. Denver's up 24-13 over there in the Mile High. Now, if I read correctly, if the Broncos win that game since Miami lost, if the Broncos win that game, the Steelers clinch the playoff spot no matter what happens in this game. And with that being said, you know, I want my boys to win the game no matter what. We don't want them clinching off of teams losing. What? All right, so Jalen Hurts in shotgun in his own end zone. I'm not really sure why they're going shotgun formation here, but they are on first down from their 3. Whistles are blown and flags are thrown. That's a false start on A.J. Brown, which pushes him back even further. And there's some division going on with Nick Sirianni and seems like another coach. First and 11, Hurts and shotgun in his own end zone. Hurts throws it incomplete. Looking for A.J. Brown right there. Hey, man, what if Watt gets a strip sack in the end zone and is scooped up for a touchdown? Huh? I'm not sure why they're not running the ball. They're in shotgun once again. I mean, you're one high snap away from it turning into a disaster. But, I mean, okay, they're going to run the ball here with Saquon this time. Who gets a couple of yards? That's going to lead to third down. But I'm not sure why they didn't run it on first. All right, hey, we need, like, desperately need this stop right here. And if they could get it incomplete, that's even better. Hurts alone. Looks like it's going to be a passing play. Hurts has it. Throws it. Slant route. A.J. Brown complete. Turns it up the field. Still on his feet. And, yeah, that's not what we needed. Looked like that could have been holding on Watt, but what do I know? What do I know? Looks like that might have been holding. I mean, he was all up on Watt, but whatever. Feeds it to Barkley once again. Stewart's helmet comes off. But the more this clock is ticking, the more this hurts the Steelers. So and since they're down by 2 touchdowns, that's making it a little bit more concerning here. 2nd and 6 for Philly. Hurts fakes the handoff. He's going to scramble it himself. Now pitches it to Barkley. And Barkley's able to get a couple yards on that play still. Wow. Not going to lie, that was a very good play by Hurts. And man, Steelers defense has been struggling to tackle all day. I mean, they could have had him. They could have had him dead to rights, but man, it's been a struggle all day. 3rd and 2. Hand off to Barkley. Runs it outside, able to get the first. Come on, man. We need to stop. You've had 2 third downs already, man. Oh, and there's another Steeler down. Man, this has been a frustrating game. They give it to Barkley again, who slips. And he's a few yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wow. I mean, he just kind of tripped a little bit. Oh, lost about 3. Lost a 4 after that. Wow. Man, this clock is running down like crazy, man. I don't know if we have enough time here. Hurts has it. Looks left. Still signaling wide open. Smith for the first. Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, yeah, he was so wide open. He was so open down the field. Well, we made a game out of it for a little bit, I guess. Give it a Saquon once again. I mean, you're stopping the run. Mika Fitzpatrick on the tackle. That's a loss of about 2. I mean, you're stopping the run. You just can't stop the pass. I don't get it. Maybe they're anticipating the run too much. Hurts has it, throws it, incomplete, dropped by AJ Brown. Looks like it might have been a little bit deflected though. It's a little weird coming out. Oh shoot. TJ Watt on the ground. Wow, man, this is turning into a nightmare of a game. Well, I think the takeaway so far is that we could use Pickens back. All right. Man, it just you can't keep starting off super slow on offense like that. And the Eagles are a really good defense, and that's been shown as well. You shot yourselves in the foot with that fumble a little bit. You were driving down the field. Um, just unfortunate that a fumble had to happen, especially in a what feels like a high stakes game. And then look, has there been a little bit of ref ball? Sure. There's been some ref ball, some questionable calls there, but at the end of the day, so far the Steelers have been dominated. I mean, they've been dominated. Yeah, I short week. It's man. I mean, let's hope Elliott and Pickens could at least be back by next week, hopefully. Because if not, I mean, offense is looking really rough. Defense has been looking really rough. I mean, really, all phases of the game have been not been good. You know what? I mean, you can give credit to the Eagles as well. They've played a really good game. Jalen Hurts has played a pretty good game. I mean, there's been a lot of soft spots in the defense, a lot of wide open receivers all over the place. And he's had time to throw. I don't let's let's just hope that this TJ Watt injury isn't too serious, but going into a short week, it's going to be tough anyways, whether or not he's going to play. It's not a super short week, but it's still a shorter week, I should say. 4:46 left in this fourth quarter. Steelers desperately need a stop here on 3rd and 13. Looks like the Eagles are going to pass it. Hurts has it, throws it complete to Smith, who is short of the first down. They are in field goal range, though, after that big gain. And here we go. Tush push time. Okay, they're just trying to make him jump off side. So Eagles call timeout to avoid the delay of game. So this field goal is going to be very important here. If Elliott gets it, I mean, that's pretty much game. for the little hope that the Steelers have. I mean, look, we knew it was going to be a tough game going in. Did I think it was going to be this tough? Honestly, no. I mean, look, Eagles have been playing the one of the best brands of football in the entire league. Um, Not many teams you could put in front of Philly as far as how they've been playing. And look, man, I mean, Steelers lost some pretty heavy hitters on defense this week, but I mean, you know who you're gonna put out there, so I mean, it is what it is. UFL. Hmm. Thinking about covering the UFL. I don't know what their schedules, how they go about, or what days they play on and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna guarantee that it's gonna be covered, but all right. So now they are gonna go for it on 4th and 1, tush push, and it depends on if they called forward progress, if the whistle's blue. But if not, they got it. They call first down. Uh, I mean, they give them a lot of time to that they didn't get anywhere and they didn't blow the whistle. But I mean, I know it was and about 7 as they handed off to Saquon for another gain of about 4. I know it was about 4th and 7 when the Steelers last had it on the Eagles side. With the way the game was going, I would have gone for it. And I know that sounds crazy, but I would have gone for it strictly because, for one, your defense has been out there for a very long time, for one. And two, almost the same reason, but the Eagles have been dominating time of possession this entire half. So you don't even know if you're going to get a ball a first time, let alone a second time. So, I mean, yeah, it sounds crazy, but I would have gone for it on that 4th down. Give it to Barkley once again. That's lost about a yard. So this loss is going to make the AFC North, or this game against Baltimore, even more impactful. I mean, now next week, Baltimore is only down a game. A lot's going to be on the line next week. If the Steelers win, they clinch the division. If Baltimore wins, they take the lead in the division. So it's gonna be something. So far, it's been a long drive for the Eagles. I mean, time. I want to see time possession in the second half. I really do. I mean, they had the ball 12 minutes in that third quarter. Hurts is gonna throw it for some reason. They get it complete to AJ Brown, who fumbles the ball. Well, they're gonna call it Eagles ball still. They're gonna call it Eagles ball still. It looked like it could have been a closer one, but they're gonna still call it Eagles ball. Or are they gonna say he stepped out of bounds or anything like that? Okay, it didn't look like he was down. But I mean, regardless, they said it was Eagles ball. AJ Brown shaking up a little bit. Steelers used their second timeout, which it's not really a factor at this point. All right, I mean, look, man, I'm not really sure what else to say about this game other than Steelers really got dominated on all phases of the game. I mean, I can't even say that they were just continuously shooting themselves in the foot and that's why they lost the game. Although they kind of, in ways, you could say that, but I mean, let's just be real. Philly came to play. They came to play. They did their thing, and that long streak of the Steelers losing in Philadelphia looks like it's going to continue. And we're going to have to wait the injury report for next week. See if we could potentially get back Pickens or not. Elliott or not. Seems like most of these injuries are kind of week to week. And then obviously the big one with TJ Watt. We're going to see with that one as well. And hopefully they're relatively. It's another tush push and it's another first down for the Eagles. I mean, my goodness. They probably had more third down conversions on this drive alone than the Steelers have had third down conversions this entire game. You guys, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'll be right back in a second. Eagles in the red zone. It's another handoff play and more broken tackles. My goodness. And that's a gain of about 8. And let's just expect another tush push here. I mean, the defense quite literally couldn't stop the Eagles. I mean, that's really the moral of it, you know? And the majority of the Steelers' losses this season, you could just say, well, you know, they had their opportunities. This game, they just got outright beat. Outright beat. It's it's another third down conversion. My, another third down conversion for the Eagles. And it's just, now we're at the 2-minute warning. All the Eagles have to do is take a couple knees, and that's going to be the game. How did Tampa Bay get to 40 points? And even worst case scenario for the Steelers, the Buffalo Bills look like they're going to upset the Lions over there in Detroit. So, as far as there being a potential second seed for the Steelers is looking more unlikely. First seed is pretty much out the window as well. Well, I mean, it looks like the Steelers are going to clinch a playoff spot today. I guess. Wish I could be happy about it. Wish I could feel, you know, like excited about it. I really don't, though. I mean, I guess this makes next week's game more exciting. I guess with the Ravens Steelers. It is going to make that exciting at the very least. So that should be nice. But look, I mean, that's not a give me either. You know, you're going into Baltimore. I know the last few meetings you've played the Ravens, you've beaten them in Baltimore, but you know, they're keeping receipts over there. They're keeping receipts. You know, I'm sure the Steelers, I guess you could say, dominance against the Ravens does not sit well with Baltimore. Yeah, man. And what do I say about these slow starts? I mean, you can't do that with every single team you play. You know, I mean, that showed the Eagles are a really good team. They proved that today, and they also proved that you can't play the way you did and win. Yeah, they got away with it in Baltimore or against the Ravens a few weeks ago. Um, yeah, you can't have so many drives with negative yards. You know, they had 3 in a row. They had 3 drives in a row with negative yards, and you can't expect to win a game like that. and just settling for so many field goals. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. I mean, we only had one light show today. One singular light show. Well, that final knee did it here. The Eagles come out victorious 27-13. I shout out to the Eagles. And I don't really know what Eagle fans call themselves, but shout out to the Eagles and Eagles fans. They earned it. They outright beat the Steelers. I mean, there's nothing really else to say. They just outright beat the Steelers here, dominated all phases of the game. Even though they had 2 turnovers, they were still able to come back and dust themselves off and win. So, Philly did their thing. And the Steelers, there's a lot of questions now going into Saturday's game. And some of those questions will be answered during the week. Some of those are going to have to be answered during the game. So, wow, that was a tough loss. That was a tough loss, man. It was it felt like a real blowout. I mean, I guess it could have been. It really could have been a blowout, but I mean, they only lost by 2 possessions, I guess. That's about it for this live, man. I appreciate everybody who watched. Well, at least we can say it was a short week, man, because now I'm looking forward to the Saturday game, and I have a reason to look forward to it. All right, so Steelers, I guess, on the verge of clinching a playoff spot with the Denver win, but more importantly, they're on the verge of clinching the division next week, and that's something we have to look forward to. Can't have this loss in our view too long. It's one of those things where you kind of have to have a quick turnaround and just get over it. So that's what we're going to have to do, man. So Saturday, it's on against Baltimore, and we'll be live for that one once again, man. I'll catch you guys on Saturday, man.